Hello and welcome to World of Outlaws Season 4, round number 5. We're at Reeseville Raceway right here. So this is going to be the first race of our first doubleheader. And this track, what makes it unique, find out pretty quickly, this is the flat track. So if you haven't seen this track raced on Halo 4, this is the flat track in our Woo schedule. You always got to have at least one, and Reeseville is our classic one, and it's pretty unique. You can tell from here the corners are a bit different. Turn 1 and 2. Definitely a bit more of a windy turn set of turns there, whereas turn 3 and 4, you go through it a bit quicker. You're not on the drift as long. I mean, you could tell just by looking at it from here, you're on the drift for a pretty long time. Turn 1 and 2. 3 and 4 is a lot tighter of a turn, and you're not going to be on that drift as long. But it's all about the angle. It's all about the angle. You got to angle it in right in 3 and 4, and if you do, then it can work out pretty well. If you don't, then you're pretty sad. If you don't, could definitely be some accidents in that turn. So gotta watch out for that one. So we'll go through our starting order here, and this will reflect the heat results as always. So inside to the right, row 1, we got Roman. Outside to the left, Detail. And then we've got Armada and Turkey. And then Luke and Opix, and then Soul Reaper bringing up the rear. Let's go on board with him to start this off. Green flag. I don't know what's up with our game sound. I don't know. I'll check on that in a second. Not sure. So yeah, this race is 45 laps. Pretty decent chunk of laps for this track. Lap times on this one are actually pretty long. It may not look like it, but they are. Already potentially 4 wide here. Detail spins out of that, so he's going to fall back a bit. Doesn't look like it's caution worthy though. Oh, and that's definitely going to be a caution there. 2-3 car pile up. A few drivers involved. Stop it on the backstretch after that one. I'm not sure if that happened. There we go. Not sure if that happened before or after. Oh well, looks like it was the line right there. Okay. The leader wasn't too far out in front. He was Roman there. So you line him back up. Green flag again. Plenty of laps to go. See Turkey maybe going for something, immediately gets slapped into the wall. Oh man, Turkey tried to line that up there. Tried to make a nice move on the restart, but he ended up just cheesing himself. And what is this? Like a 2-car spin out up front as well.
Gaining on the enemy.
And that might be another caution already. Oh, and yeah, well, I mean, if that wasn't, then that will be right there. Yeah, a lot of spin outs, so you can definitely tell how these drivers trying to figure it out. This track is pretty difficult. I think this is probably the hardest track to run laps on the whole Woo circuit as we go green here. It's very, very easy to just spin it if you're not paying close enough attention. I thought Turkey was going to go down there. So we have a quick battle for the lead. Roman and Armada throwing it to the inside of Luke. 3 wide for the lead. They actually keep it clean. So you move down another lap, and Armada's going to send it to the inside. Look at that. Right on Roman. Roman goes a bit wide, and that's going to put Armada in the lead. Although Roman has a pretty nice run. Exit the corner. Luke setting it to the inside, and Roman trying to give room but also keep it off the wall. He does make a little bit of contact with the wall, but they do keep it clean overall. No cautions or anything like that. So we have a 3 wide here. It's Soul now coming to the inside. And Roman sticking on this outside, just trying to find some way to get back down to the bottom. Definitely an inside preferred track for sure. Obviously, a lot of the tracks on our Woo schedule are not like that and have that outside preferred line, but part of what makes Reeseville unique is that it is not like that. This is definitely an inside preferred track, but at the same time, it's kind of a unique inside. Like, it's hard with the flat track. It's kind of hard to just like hold the inside, if that makes sense. Like, it's really easy to turn in a little too hard to try to hold it and end up sending yourself onto the curb. This battle's heating up, by the way. Or just not do enough and then, you know, try to play it too safe and then just send it wide. Like, it's really easy to do both of those things. So it makes this a really tricky track, and like I said, easy to spin out as well. So definitely one of the, I think, the hardest track that we have on our schedule. So it's going to be a tough one. Definitely whoever wins this is a really nice track to put on your resume for the win. It's not the easiest one to come out on top, especially with how when you get pushed to the outside, like situations like that, it's all about like how do you get back to the bottom. It's a very tough track to do that sometimes. Like the crossovers on this track are really tricky as Roman sends it, and there's the spin out, and yeah, it's the type of stuff I've been talking about. It's very, very easy to do that. We're going to see a lot more of situations like that for sure throughout the rest of this race.
Lap complete.
And it looks like we see Roman getting back into it a little bit, trying to battle for that podium spot. Meanwhile, Armada's really far out in front. He's actually having a really good start to this moto. He's got a big lead right now.
Lap complete.
Whoa, the gaps are getting pretty crazy on this one, and that's the thing. This track, again, not something that you're going to see in many of these Woo races, but on this track, you might see the green flag runs. You might see the field get pretty gapped. So that's not really going to be the case on a lot of our tracks, but on this one, I think we'll see that a decent amount because, again, quite a bit of a gap here. That was a sick crossover there between Roman and Luke. Pretty big gap, and just, again, difficult track to run. So, like, you'll have spin-outs where it's not going to be a caution. Nobody makes contact, so you'll have just, like, some legit spin-outs and recoveries on this track. On most other tracks, if somebody spins out, there's going to be contact, and it's going to be some type of caution. But that's not necessarily the case in this one. So the spin-outs and the track just being, like, difficult means that I think we'll actually see some pretty big gaps in this one, which is going to make it kind of unique. You know, these first few Woo races. Oh, Soul and Luke sending it too far to the inside. Soul spins out. Roman makes contact with him. And I think that may finally be the next caution that we've been kind of waiting on here. When would it happen? I think right there, that was it. Possibly. So we'll see what we do here. Armada bringing it to the line. So he's definitely going to have the lead off that. So watch the other drivers follow in. Ooh. And yeah, okay, yeah. So definitely going to be a caution on that one. Take a check, so 40. So the checkpoint's 91, so we're actually pretty close to the halfway point already through this race. Surprisingly. Feels like it's coming up pretty quick. I thought we still had a ways to go, but we're pretty much right there. I don't know what happened with two drivers on this restart. That was interesting. I'm not sure about that one. Detail setting it from the outside to the inside. It's going to be a big move potentially for the lead here. Now Armada's got to watch out for that. Oh, into the wall. Oh, that is unfortunate for Armada. Just leading all those laps, that massive lead, and then caution restart, and that's just how it goes down. Super unfortunate. But he's still in it, and he's definitely got some speed on this track, so he's going to have to stay with it and might be able to make a comeback. Oh, Roman's going to spin it as well. And there might have been contact with him. It's hard to tell, so we may have another caution here. We'll see. It's actually Turkey that's moved up into the podium now, so Turkey, again, has been having pretty good results the last few races. Like, his first race was kind of rough, and then he's been kind of figuring it out ever since then. So, and right now he's got his way into a podium spot, and you know, he hasn't really been there throughout most of the night, so I'm sure he's happy to be there now around halfway point. Alright, so yeah, that was a caution, and we are a little bit over the halfway point, so getting closer to the end of this race, getting pretty close to 20 laps to go here. So we go green, and if you haven't noticed by now, this is one of the tracks where we added the restart line as well, so all the new tracks, so next track won't have it because it wasn't a new track, didn't get to it on there, but all of the new tracks, whoa, big contact there, and that may be a caution with Soul there, potentially. We'll see about that in a second here. He's had a pretty big crash into the wall in that turn. And we're seeing the battle of the line and seeing if it's caution yet. Hard to tell. So we have a 3 wide up there for Podium spots. Oh, but spin out and contact there with Optics. So that'll, I mean, if it wasn't already caution, that definitely will be. So we got the race to the line. We line it back up. Let's go on board with Turkey for a bit. So again, getting really close to the end here, like 17 laps or so to go. And yep, we got that restart line, yellow line right there, green flag. Like I said, all the new tracks. We'll be having that. Should be a nice addition. Oh, Armada, hold on to it. What was that? That was super cheesy. I thought he was going to go down for sure. Whoa! Armada and Roman take each other out, and that'll definitely just be a caution right away.
Complete.
One of the roughest crashes that we've seen so far, and we're starting to get quite a few cautions here. What is going on these restarts? All right, there you go. We got it back before the line. That's all you need. 15 to go at Reesville, Moto 1. Roman falling back after that crash with Armada. Let's see what they can do to get back up to the front. And so far, they're both getting to the inside, so it's actually working out pretty well. Oh, what is going to happen here? Oh, no, Soul. That was really close. Soul almost flew into the building. I don't know if he would have been able... I don't know if he would have been able to recover his goose, so I'm really glad. I'm really glad that he didn't. But yeah, he was really close to flying off into that, so I'm guessing, I mean, that should be another caution here, so I think we're just racing the line.
Complete.
So we line it back up again. Inching closer and closer to the end of this one. But still quite a bit of time left. Potential for these guys to make some moves. Gain some extra spots here at the end. Green flag.
Lap complete.
You've got Armada on the inside again, and look at this. After going to last with that crash a few laps ago, he's already back up and potentially battling for the lead here. And yeah, he's doing it. Armada leads that lap down, but now he's got detail back to his inside. He's got to watch out for that. Armada going for the hard protection. Look at that. Running him all the way along the curbs, not giving any room there. Just trying to hold that lead the best that he can. And it works out. He's gonna lead another lap down. He has a pretty good gap now, too. Now, Soul's going to come to the inside of detail here as well. So now that's potentially going to put him back down to third. There we go. I was trying to get on board with Roman. There we go.
Lap complete.
And there goes detail to the inside of Soul. Trying to make that move. Still pretty close. Doesn't quite have it completed yet. And now this opens up the door for Roman as well. Roman has a really good run through 3 and 4 that time. Look at this. He's taking that momentum all the way to detail here. Roman with a fantastic run through 3 and 4 that time. Carried plenty of speed. Wasn't able to get him all the way to second, but it's looking pretty close to it for a second there. As Armada has a really nice gap. He's got like, what, 3 or 4 goose lengths, something like that. Armada's got a great gap right now. He's back in that lead that he had earlier, and I'm sure he's happy about that. He's just got to try to hold on to it. Getting close to 5 to go. And Armada's been in this position a few times throughout our season so far, but he has not been in this position this late in the race yet. So, bit of a new territory for him. See what he can do. And then you also never know if there's another caution or something like that. 5 to go. This time by Detail with kind of a rough run that time. That's going to open up the door for Soul. He might get by Roman and Detail here. And now Lou's starting to creep into the picture as well, as it looks like Turkey and Optics have fallen off the pace a little bit at this point in the race. And maybe some spin-outs and some wall cheeses at the end. Never know.
Lap complete.
4 to go. Detail sends it to the inside, still fighting for that podium. Roman going to try to take advantage of it. Follows suit. And now that's opening up a big gap for Soul. In second, Soul's really getting ahead there now. It's Armada with an even bigger gap, however, in first. Still doing a great job holding onto that lead. He's going to send it to the inside of Roman here. Roman going for that crossover. So we're going to 2 to go.
Lap
This time by. Now Luke's going to go to the inside of detail, and does Roman potentially follow up with it? No, not going to be able to that time. It's going to put Luke in a podium position, but now Detail's going to try to get some type of slide job back for it. He does kind of get it as we go to the white flag. Armada and Soul, your top two, with big gaps. The podium fight continues. So we go to 3 and 4, and it looks like Armada's going to lead him down to the line. He's going to take his first moto win. Soul, Detail, Luke, Roman,
complete.
and then Turkey and Opic's going to bring it across the line as well. So Armada, after a lot of cheese throughout our season so far, is going to take his first moto win in quite a while. So it's a really strong start for him. Gets that moto win, and he's got to try to bring it back for the overall as well in the second moto, see if he can get another good finish. So congrats to Armada on that moto win, and we'll move on to Moto